It was tough.
Yeah.
For me, it was tough because I was 30. I was so used to having my time, doing my own thing. I get to do this at this time.
Yeah.
But then when the baby's in the picture, you don't have that kind of flexibility.
Oh, no.
You don't. And also because I was trying by all means to be the best mom for my son, I went in there with everything and completely forgot me, forgot my husband, forgot everybody else, you see. It was tough. It wasn't easy for me, I want to say. It was tough. I think it was easy for the first 3 weeks because I was in survival mode.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, doing that. But then reality strikes, and then the sleepless nights, and then you start to realize, what? It's actually a lot, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not coping.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's my truth. It was hard.
I'm sort of on my side kind of almost filling the blanks in because of my experience as well. Because I also went through something very similar, especially the first time around with Kai, when I was like, what is this? You know, like this is, no one talks about this part. You know, you have the birth, and the birth is always being kind of romanticized and things. And, you know, you go home to be with your baby and your husband. It's like this almost baby mood kind of. And for me, I was like, I literally felt like I was hit by a train.
Yes.
Like physically, and then emotionally, I just found myself being very irritable and very angry. So like when you're saying it was tough on you, what was that for you? What kind of emotions, or like, what was your headspace like?
It was, I think I can relate to everything that you're saying. I was angry. I was resentful. I was tired. And also because I'm someone that really survives on a routine, survives on good sleep, survives on like doing things orderly. It hit me so much, like when the baby came and I realized I can't sleep. I'm not sleeping like how I used to. So obviously like that took a lot of strain on my mental health.
Yeah.
Because when you don't sleep, what happens? Yeah. Everything becomes like it's foggy, and because you're angry as well, you take it out on the next person, and when that next person is not validating your feelings, you think like, do you think I'm crazy? You know. So it was the lack of sleep that made me look at things like with a hazy mind. Obviously I was hazy, and just like the resentment, you're not doing things right. Even my mom was not doing things right. My sister is trying to help me. She's a mom, but she's not doing it how it's supposed to be done. So yeah, it was all of that. It was everything. And because I had to also stop work, I enjoy working. I enjoy creating. And because in that very moment I couldn't create, it almost felt like I've been robbed of my existence, you see. So
I feel that.
It was all of that. All of it.
Yeah. Did you kind of have a bit of an expectation versus reality kind of moment?
I did. Yeah. I feel like what I've read online, or maybe what I read, wasn't the true reality of things. I wish there were moms out there who really spoke about the sleepless nights, who spoke about like the major changes that you go through with hormones even. Yes. I wish like people would speak about it extensively. But the thing is, what's out there is like motherhood is like roses and skittles, rainbows and
unicorns.
Yeah. That. But it's not. It's that, but it's also that the other side.
Yeah.
So I wish there was more information out there that's like raw, that's real. But then again, if you do share that side of motherhood, people are judging.
Yeah. You almost have to be, at least I've found, I almost have to be a bit, at least in the beginning, when I started sharing my honest, like sort of journey in motherhood, I kind of had to be a little bit careful about how much do I share. You know, so I think maybe that also plays a part in why we don't see as many. There are definitely voices out there, but compared to the voices that are, you know, continuing this sort of like interpretation of motherhood as being all, you know, rainbows and unicorns and all of that, there's more of that here, because it is one of those things. You're like, what if I say something and it rubs somebody the wrong way? Or it's, you know, I've been told by people that I shouldn't be scaring other women from being mothers. And for me, I'm like, no, but that's, first of all, it's not my intention. And secondly, it's more about not scaring, but just giving people a heads up.
Yes.
So that your expectations aren't up here and what ends up happening is down here. Because that's how I felt when I became a mom for the first time. I'm like, I am happy and I am grateful and but I'm exhausted and I'm angry and I'm irritable and I'm, there was a time that I did genuinely think that I was going a bit mad. I don't know, because I didn't understand what was happening, and nobody was telling me this is normal. We've all gone through this. Everyone was kind of still looking at me what's wrong with you? You should be grateful that you have a child. I'm like, I am. So I can really relate to what you've just described now, especially with the whole, your mom was there and your sister was there, but you felt like they didn't do anything right either. They're moms.
Yeah, they're moms.
Yeah.
But also the biggest thing in every mother's journey or in motherhood is the journey is not the same. Yeah, everybody.
Very true.
Yeah. So I guess also that's another thing that mothers should take from motherhood.
It's not like a situation. Yeah. So you had your mom and you had your sister around. When you say that they were around, did anyone move in with you, or did you move in with anyone's house, or how did that work?
My mom actually came for, I'd say 3 months.
It's nice.
Yeah, she came for that long, and my sister's always there anyway. She lives quite close to me, so she was always in and out, almost on a daily basis. So yeah, I had the support. I don't want to lie, but I also feel like I didn't need it like that because I wanted to be in it. As much as I could.
Yeah. And so how did you find that after a while? Because let's be real, it doesn't matter how good your baby is. That baby's gonna come and disrupt your life.
They will.
So how did you find that, and how did you sort of move through being angry and resentful and to sort of, if at all, have you come out the other side?
Or? I have actually. I feel like I'm finding my balance. I think I've landed. I've landed on my feet now. I know what I'm actually really doing. My child is a little bit grown now, so and I'm also going to therapy. I think therapy really helped me. If it wasn't for therapy, I don't know what I could have done. But I really love my therapist. She's amazing. She makes me see things in a different perspective because being someone that's elderly, and I sometimes tend to look at things in one dimension. You see, so having her helping me and her allowing me as well to speak about my emotion, because I'm also someone that struggled a lot with speaking my emotion and just letting the other person know how I'm feeling. She's really helped me. She did ask me one question, why do you feel the need to control everything? How does that actually help you? And then I stopped for a minute to actually think, how does it actually help me to want to pick up the toy, to put it back, to want to clean up, it doesn't help. It doesn't actually help me with anything, So I've loosened up a little bit. I can have a mess. I can, right now, if you walk in my home, I do have a tea stain on my carpet, which Aiden knocked. Those people are really fast, hey?
They don't care.
Rashed my carpet and I can live through it. Whereas before, you would see me wanting to scrub it out and So actually being a mom has really helped me to loosen up a little bit.
It humbles you, right?
It does.
Yeah.
It does. I love it though.
Yeah. I feel very humbled. If you ask any of my friends, and my husband especially, before I had kids, and especially now having 3 of them, I'm much more. Because I'm also like you. I'm very much I want this and that. Order this and schedule whatever. And if it doesn't go that way, then it's a little bit, but it definitely humbles you. It's almost like what you did to humble you.
It does. And I think it's also taught me to accept help and support. Like I can't do everything on my own.
Yeah.
But I also am grateful that my mom and my sister were there to walk me through this journey, because it helped me to like lean on them,
Yeah.
to ask, for help.
Yeah.